Let us begin.
Motherfucking Don and Els. I forget what episode it is.
It's 48.
48? You sure it's not
49?
49?
I think it's 49.
Fuck. Already fucked up.
Brand new episode of
Brand
the
new
year.
Yep. Fuck.
Still don't know what the fuck episode it is.
2022 is going to be my
The
year.
usual.
We just fucked up. Yeah, 49.
Yeah, see, I knew that, obviously. I mean, when I said it, it was clear as day that I was confident and knew exactly what episode this was.
Yeah, because I had a hint it was 49, but I was unsure.
Yeah. How was your recent visit to DC?
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, had a wonderful time. I'm starting to look like those motherfuckers, ain't I?
You really do. You look like one of the dudes that, like, broke in and sat in Nancy Pelosi's chair.
Yeah, I look like
you
one
look
of
like the same guy.
Yeah, the attire is different, you know what I mean? But, like...
Where you hiding that buffalo hat at, bro?
I'm, like, basically training for with the CIA to infiltrate the fucking...
Oh, you doing it like 21 Jump Street style? Like infiltrate the dealers, find the suppliers? Trying to take them down from within?
I really should. I should join those fucking doofuses and fucking just to give the cops a heads up. Like, yeah, they're gonna fucking...
Hey, yo, we marching.
They're gonna do a fucking rain dance.
I mean, didn't the cops fucking hear Trump, like, inciting them? Like, were they not prepared enough, dude? Like, what was going on?
Yeah, like, they've been planning it out in the open for, like, a week.
Bro, my thing is, like, how did they just not, like, as soon as these motherfuckers started hopping walls, like, how did they just not open fire? Like, what is going on? Like, holy shit.
You know what it is? I think they didn't roll up with firearms. And, you know what I mean? Like, the second it was like... Hey, we got firearms.
Oh, peaceful, violent protests?
And we're moving up in a certain way. That's like, all right, we got to fucking... We kind of got to...
Send in the goons with the riot shields.
Yeah, like that. All right, you shoot, then we got to... Then the boys swing through and gun you down. But when you just come up with... the same shit they did in Michigan, where they're like... They did bring guns to that.
Yeah.
But they were just like, we're not, like... There's something weird about these white militia type dudes where they're just like...
Even militia, dude, like...
Yeah,
I'd love to see one dude with a musket out there.
It's the most loosely... You know... They call themselves militias because that's the language in the Second Amendment. That you can maintain
throwback.
Yeah, it's like a well-regimented or well-disciplined militia.
Yeah.
Like, that's the fucking thing, right?
Gather the boys.
Yeah, fucking... I mean, I don't know how they got away... Like I said, Michigan's not as much of a stronghold as D.C. is, you know?
Yeah.
But no, there's a moment in D.C. Like, look, once they tried to... I saw this footage. Oh, my God. Chick tried to jump through the window like she was one of the fucking zombies. She was trying to get into the floor of the Senate. And there was, like... elected officials still there. There was all these ballots and shit there. So they're like, okay, cool, you can fuck around the hallways. This room is secure.
As soon as you start, yeah, because I saw the one like one of the most popular pictures, the one where there's like a broken door and the dude just fucking looking through it, like, here's Johnny, and the fucking guy's on the other side with a gun. Like, that's like, what the fuck is that? Like, why? What is this world, man?
It's a very strange... I just wish they were on the right side of politics and history. You know what I mean? I wish they were doing shit like this for, like, raising the minimum wage or, like, teachers' rights and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how they get down in France, they just burn it. You know what I mean? They don't... Politics don't play ball. They just go out and burn shit down.
Start hanging people.
Yeah, well... Yeah. I mean, maybe hang the president in effigy. You know what I mean? Like, that's... But, yeah... they really do it up in other nations, and here it's like we got it all ass backwards. The people come out the fucking
I think it's
swamp,
funny as shit, though, because, like, if that was going to be a thing in any other country, dude, the retaliation would have been, like, retarded.
What do you mean?
like people would, like, the fucking retaliation from other, you know, countries, I feel like, would be worse to something like that.
Okay, like if you broke into...
Yeah, like if you broke into the fucking...
Yeah.
I don't know, the Chinese Parliament building or whatever the fuck it is.
What do they call
I guarantee you, your ass gonna get shot, like, on sight. Like, as soon as you cross a fucking little imaginary red line in the sand, it's boom, you're dead.
Yeah, we have this weird...
But here they're like, bring out the mace.
Yeah, they're like, we have this weird little culture where we're just like, all right.
We're just gonna shoot people only in schools though, and only when white people are mad. Like
Yeah.
what's the? I can't.
Yeah, when BLM has an issue and they show up, there's a platoon of dudes.
Yeah.
You know, and they
I mean, I'd say
shields and shit, but-
fairly civil compared to well, minus all the looting and all that shit. But that's
yeah, it's weird. It really is weird that we have that two-tiered system where it's like, all right, BLM can protest over this, that, and a third. White people run into courthouses with guns and they're just like, all right, we'll let you hang for a week, and then the weird thing is, it is technically public property. That's a strange thing, right? Like the cap.
breaking into a federal building.
No, well, like, yeah, but
I am exercising my fucking right as an American to smash the shit out of this door. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? Come through my house. You're gonna get fucking hacked to pieces.
Yeah, well,
Come
that's the thing. Your house is your house, right? It's private property. You own the deed. You know what I mean? That's all.
So the
this
fuck
other
what?
shit.
But the government owns the fucking Capitol building. Like,
Well, no. The thing is, the idea.
yeah, like when you go there, you're supposed
Yeah.
ideally, right? This is what you do. You go there, you show up on the steps, and you fucking just bitch, right? You just
Yeah.
bitch. That's the protest, right? That's peaceful protesting.
Yeah.
You bitch, and you have your picket signs, and maybe like a burning doll or something like that, and that's it. That's what you do, right? But you stay on strike, like you know how unions got that shit figured out, because they'll be standing on sidewalks for 2 weeks before they get a raise, right? And it'll fucking work for them. So why not do it like that?
Yeah, it's true.
But no, let's just fucking go start stomping doors and shit. Like what
it's so
what
wild.
would breaking into the Parliament building or the fucking Capitol building get you? Like what did it accomplish?
You know what? I gotta tell you, there's weird shit. Like there's stuff.
But what did they find? Fucking
Yeah.
alien hidden fucking secret files and shit.
On the right, there are these fucking. They're like, oh man. There's
Would they find all the fucking ballots for Trump in there? Like
Yeah,
every
yeah.
single missing one that wasn't accounted for. Like, yep, it's definitely in there.
The QAnon? They're obsessed with this like elite like pedophile cult that they think's happening in the country, right?
That's what they were looking for.
Well, I think if you're gonna
hell.
bust down the doors of the Capitol building, like I think they got Nancy Pelosi's laptop. It's just like, yeah, like start looking.
What's
like,
on that shit?
Start looking for shit like that. Yeah, like if you're really gonna like, that's the.
But they're out there taking fucking selfies, dude. These aren't smart people.
Yeah.
These are people that fucking tailgate. Like these are fucking the Philadelphia Eagles tailgaters,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
This is the equivalent of the cunts that came out. Like you're not a smart person when you do that shit.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're not gonna go in there like the same motherfuckers that broke into the fucking that tried to come to Area 51. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was like, what's your plan? And they're just like, we're just gonna storm it. Like, we're just all gonna run in. They can't stop us. That was the fucking slogan, right?
Yeah.
Like, but what are you gonna do when you're in there? What if there's fucking James Bond lasers protecting the fucking aliens you're trying to free? Why don't you think of the fucking plan? Like, why don't you think of what you're gonna do when you get in there?
Yeah,
No, we're just gonna sit on Nancy Pelosi's desk.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? But what does that get you?
Yeah,
What does that get you?
They should have an objective list, right? Like,
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, break in, right? Like, you all get together, smash door, fucking destroy the barricade, right? Break down the fucking main Oval Office, right? I don't know. Sneak into the lab downstairs, fucking check on their fucking science notes, right? Oh shit, there's aliens, fucking confirmed. Here you go. Post that. Don't post your dumbass fucking neck beard ass sitting on a fucking desk. Like, come on, dude.
taking selfies with the fucking protesters. It's good. No, it's
Fucking-
weird.
It's a joke. Like it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's
dude.
a double-edged sword because the cops are politically aligned with these people, right? They're right wing. They're for Trump usually. So like this is their boys swinging through, right? So it's fucked up. It's weird in a way because they swing through. They're not gonna cause too much havoc because they're down with the cops, right? Because the cops are cool with them politically, and at the same time. The cop, you know what I mean? It's just one of these things like, yeah, those are my boys. I'll keep them cool. We'll settle this. That's kind of what it is, right? It's just like, the protest doesn't get too out of hand, but also the cops got to kind of put on kid gloves with them for a minute. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just a weird, like, it's like white people know white people. Like, okay, I'll talk to them. I'll deal with them. You know what I mean? Like, that, I feel the same way. If I seen those fucking swamp people run up on me, I'd be like... I know that.
But like
my whiteness,
dude, but like it can't be. Here's the thing: it can't be. You're right. It's swamp people. It's motherfuckers from Alabama down fucking Georgia and shit. Like it's the fucking dickheads down south. But like, who the fucking DC would just be there doing that shit? Like they fucking live there. Like, come on, you know. Yeah. I feel like at least somewhat sensible people live in DC, but
all the everybody in DC is kind of a white collar type, but it's Virginia's right there.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's just like
that's like Virginia. Semi. Yeah, that's like semi.
Yeah, the all the other surrounding kind of, New York was kind of supposed to be the capital, or Philly, and then but Hamilton and them cut a deal. They're like, yeah, there's a whole song about it.
Was there?
It's called The Room Where It Happens.
Did you see it in Hamilton?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's historically accurate.
Nah, but I mean, what? No, but you don't think that?
I love people that like fucking watch that shit and they think they know American history all of a sudden. They're like, "Come on, dude, really?"
No, there is something to that.
There is. There definitely is, but it's not like fucking 100% accurate. Like,
absolutely not. Yeah. I don't know how it went down, but basically that they did cut this deal. Like Hamilton, he wanted this thing. He wanted to nationalize state debt. He wanted to be like a nation. Like right now, if a state is in debt, like their budget's over, the federal government just covers it. Right? So it's like...
But he was probably born in Virginia, so he's one of them boys,
too. Hamilton? Yeah. He was born in Caribbeans.
No, was he?
Yeah.
Close enough.
The Virginians were Washington,
the Virgins.
Jefferson, Madison. Like, all the dudes, all those guys were from there.
Yeah.
So basically, they cut this deal. I don't know if it was the same deal at the same time, but Hamilton got what Madison and Jefferson didn't want this New York Wall Street motherfucker to get what he wanted with this, because at the time the South was lucrative because of slavery and plantations and shit. So they're like, all right, you guys are just bankers. You just move money around. Like we actually make the money. Like now the South, they're all the welfare states. Back then they were making dough, right?
Well, yeah, because they had all the fucking crops and shit.
Yeah. So they didn't want to play ball with him, but he got him to do it, and it's assumed. I'll actually look into this shit because I heard Hamilton, and I dug into as much interesting shit as I could. But yeah, I'll find out about that because it basically the way they do it in the John is like Hamilton wanted this, and then the Virginians were like, well, hey man, put the capital down around VA, that way I ain't got to travel that far for work. And he's like, all right, I'll cut you the deal. You know what I mean? Like, it was one...
That's probably why they settled on Philadelphia at the time. They're like, fuck.
Yeah, Philly's right in the middle of everything.
We're just going to hit it, yeah.
They got all the bars. Yeah. But yeah. The funniest thing, I know you hate Hamilton, the funniest shit about it is,
I know you hate Hamilton. I don't know. I'm not a fucking musical guy.
Yeah, but I mean, Hamilton, the guy, right? Like, Aaron Burr shot him, right? Yeah. So in the musical, in the year 1800,
does he not shoot him?
Huh?
Does he not shoot him?
No, he shoots him in the musical. In the year 1800, Hamilton fucks over Burr during the election, and it ends up getting Jefferson elected, right? So, and then immediately after, you see the duel, and Burr shoots Hamilton. So I thought that was funny. Right? It's like, damn, he voted against him and he said, fuck, I'm going to shoot you. Because the thing is, Hamilton and Jefferson are political opposites, right?
Yeah.
They're from different parties, so he's like, you endorse this fuck over me? I've known you all my life. Like, what the fuck? So that's not really what happened. What happened was 4 years later, Burr was running for governor of New York. And Hamilton decided to just campaign all across the state against him.
Just against him, yeah.
Yeah, so he fucked them over once. Then he does this shit, and he's like, all right, now I gotta shoot the motherfucker.
That's it.
Yeah.
We squaring up.
And it really flipped me, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm shooting Hamilton too.
My thing is, like, with those duels, right, back in the day, so like... Yeah. Because it was obviously like flintlocks and shit, right? So you had like a dueling set, and then you would, rock your fucking pistol, right? You would hold it so that way it doesn't fuck up. Yeah. And then when you walk fucking, was it 10 paces or whatever, right? Yeah. And then you turn around and you bomb. But what if you both miss? Like, what do you just like start beating the shit? It's like it's void, right?
I think it's just called, yeah. It's just like, all All right.
I feel like this should just be farther than that. Like,
Yeah,
you
like
know,
you should
you turn around and then now you take the fucking pistol and you just start beating each other with it. Or something.
Yeah, just run in,
or
melee
just fucking
each other. Yeah, melee you down.
Just bring a knife just in case, you know.
Yeah, I think if both of them shot, they were just like.
So was it like maybe what it was legal to shoot people, but not legal to fucking chop them or slice them or stab them or something.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't. That's it, dude. But like nobody watched over those things. Like you didn't just walk up to a dude, take your glove off, slap him, and go, "I challenge you to a duel," right? You don't do that. But like. Who's the governing fucking... who's the sanction? Who's the person watching over it? Like, there's no UFC or, like, fucking
duels,
NFL or nothing?
Well, duels historically, whoever was in a duel, the two parties would have something called their seconds, right? So, like, if I got in a duel with, like, your neighbor
My
across the
homie's
street...
gonna jump in and shoot you afterwards?
Yeah. Well, so what the seconds would do is they would... they were cool, so they were like, all right, can we just squash this beef?
I feel like, I would constantly have a boy with me, like, yo, if I miss, homie, you gotta take the shot. Like, and he's just gonna be with a fucking, with like a musket in the bushes somewhere, dude. It's like, bow, I got a fucking grassy knoll.
Yeah, they were basically there to keep it clean. You know what I mean? Like, they were the original, like, okay. It's funny. That's. I was thinking about the fucking Three Musketeers the other day. You ever read that or shit?
I've seen the film that they had or something a while ago.
It's funny how it starts off because D'Artagnan rolls into town, starts fights with 3 different dudes, and they're like, I'm gonna meet you with 6, you with 7, you with 8. He gets there at the first one, and the 2 other dudes are there. Like, yeah, we're all boys. So I was gonna second him, and he's gonna third him, or whatever.
Yeah, dudes are just grimy like that. Like, they really just are. They'll be like, yeah, it's a clean fight, bro. Meet me at fucking Sally and Bustleton. Yeah. And then 16 of his homeboys show up with skateboards and baseball bats.
Yeah, that's how, growing up. I've actually saw, like, as a kid, I've seen shit like that go down, like, in a cool way, though, where it was like, 2 dudes had
it's
beef.
like the Warriors shit, bro. You know?
I've seen 2 dudes have beef and both bring their whole crew, right? Like back in my old neighborhood, that I saw that shit once, but they kept it clean. Like both sides were like, all right, y'all want to scuffle? There's like 10 of us on each side. We're all just looking at each other.
They're all like consecutive. They're just refs.
Yeah. They're just like there to make sure shit's all right. They scrapped it out. And then they were cool, and then we were all like...
Then everyone goes...
We all like had a sigh of relief, right? Just 30, 12-year-old white kids. We're just like, all right, that shit's cool. Let's go fucking watch SpongeBob.
Jesus.
We're good. Yeah, that's rare, though, right? Usually it's a fucking, like... Yeah, I mean... It's like, all right, I got beef with him. I'm bringing X, Y, and Z, and we're just fucking... Somebody loses, someone gets hit too hard, man, we'll return this into a fucking...
Just...
Yeah, it's a gang war now, yeah. But yeah.
They should do the duels again, man. They should just do it like salt pellets.
In Oregon, you can do that shit.
Oh, shit.
In Oregon, 2 dudes can fist fight. The cops can just kind of watch.
Yeah, but Oregon, bro, they legalized fucking psychedelics. Like, come on, that's not a normal place. Like, that's not where society should be taking examples from.
You know what that
I mean, it should be, but, not... not if things want to be civil like this.
When I say Oregon, I might mean Washington. I know it's somewhere in that region, but there's...
I believe Oregon. That sounds fairly...
There's still one state that just has that.
Just go out in the fucking desert somewhere, out of jurisdiction and shit.
Yeah, but that's crazy. I think that's how it should be. I think if 2 dudes want to scrap, and that really is... Look, we're in Philly, right? That really is how it is. Because if we start rumbling in the fucking street and the cops show up, they're going to ask both sides, you want to press charges, blah, blah, blah. And both sides are going to be like, nah, we got some shit. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to fucking put a suit on.
Yeah.
We're good. Like, that really is the law of the land wherever you're at. You go outside of Philly, it's a fucking, all right, meet my quota. You know what I mean? That bullshit. Yeah. But, like, Philly, I feel like Philly cops are the best. We have the best cops in the fucking nation.
Think so?
I think so, because they're just... I've heard stories, like black folks get pulled over for bullshit, this and that, right? I hear that from Philly, but I also hear stories of like, okay, you got weed on you, this and that, both sides, both colors. You know what I mean? They're just like...
I mean, I've never had like shitty experience with Philly cops, honestly, so I can't really go against that. But yeah, I mean, I could I guess I could see it.
When black folk tell you like, "Hey, cops kind of let us go when it could just lock us up," like that kind of shit, like for weed and whatnot, like back before it was.
It's probably out in like fucking Abington. You got pulled over or something, or Horsham or some dumb shit.
Yeah. When I hear cool stories like that, I'm like, all right, I guess Philly's all right. Yeah, out there though, fuck Abington. Yeah. Jeez, man. I used to live out there. I lived in fucking Meadowbrook, right? And I'd walk into town. I'd walk towards my grandpa's house. A cop would stop me immediately. Like there was a dragnet. You couldn't just walk into fucking that area, right? And they would like my taxi. They would just take me home. I'd show them my ID. I'm like, I live here. They're like, oh, okay. Do you need a ride? We don't want you walking on these fucking back roads.
Fuck?
Yeah, yeah. And so like that happened to me once, and I was like, ah, fuck.
I feel like I wouldn't trust them though. I wouldn't want to fucking get a ride by a cop. Like that just seems sus.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Feels funky. But once you get used to it, I mean,
yeah, a fucking taxi, cop car. I mean, they both have those little fucking mirrors. So I mean, who cares, right?
And they ain't got
windshields, you know.
Yeah, and they ain't got shit else to do. It just feels weird being in the back. You got no knee space.
Yeah,
you can't do that for a long ride.
Yeah, that shit is like purposely made uncomfortable as fuck. Like when they designed the police cars, dude, they specifically were like, "How comfortable you want to get?" And they were asking the cop, obviously. Yeah, and they're like, "Yeah, give me all the fucking leg room, dude." They measured like a fucking 7-foot man and gave him that much leg room, and then the rest is like fucking just fuck it, let him have it. Like the chair, the fucking seats back, because I've been in a cop car before, obviously, right? I'm sure we all have. So like the fucking back seat is all plastic. It's uncomfortable as all fuck. Yeah. There's no leg room, no nothing. Like there's no fucking, and you're probably, if you're in handcuffs, then I mean I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, because
I've never been in handcuffs before, so
yeah, I've been in handcuffs. Because your hands are back here.
Yeah, so how the fuck are you supposed to sit in that tight-ass little spot?
So they're back here, right? So you're losing, like, girth space from the seat to the fucking... Yeah. They set up those taxi cab
I guess it makes sense, because, like, you don't want them to be comfortable, whoever they're throwing in there.
Stuck in place.
Like, let's talk about the murderer that they just fucking caught. Yeah, let's put him in a fucking... In a Rolls Royce, you know, send him back to jail.
Yeah, you really want to subjugate a guy when you got him in cuffs.
Yeah, like that shit's demeaning as fuck.
Your knees are like in your mouth because you're just like.
I know. I would literally probably just sit like this. Like I would just put my feet on the fucking plastic part. Like
I think I do the man spreading.
You know, like I got the fucking the floor is lava type shit. Like
I got knees. I got like knees touching the back seats of either officer, and my dick and balls are just smashed into the middle. I'm just man spread out.
Yeah, if they hit the brakes too hard, bro, you're fucked.
Yeah, fucking boot, no more kids.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember one time, dude, back when the Phillies were winning the World Series, that was a bad time for me.
Was it? Why?
Because I'm going out and I'm at bars and I'm boozing and shit, and it's you know what I mean. Adrenaline's up, that kind of shit. I remember just fading back into existence.
You were going in and out, like
I was like
big Phillies guy.
I remember being like, wow, right, and then I just fade out, and then I fade back in, and I'm in the back of a cop car, and they're taking me to the address of my old. How is it that you have these experiences with cops where they just take your ass home? What the fuck do you mean?
I'm white.
Are you a fucking like what?
I'm white. Jesus Christ, dude.
They look, you know, it depends on where you're at, but yeah, a lot of cops just fucking all right, dude. Yeah, basically a lot of cops are Irish, and the cops themselves are like this. They drink, they fucking hit their wives and shit. They're in all this crazy ass shit. So when they see me, they're like, this poor bastard fucking drank too much.
Yeah, when they're not on duty, they're fucking storming the Capitol, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've actually gotten away with so much shit when it comes to cops. I just weed in my pocket, crazy shit, fucking drinking too hard, wilding out.
Yeah, the drinking too hard, I could believe.
Yeah.
Everything else, I don't know.
Nah, I mean, fuck, they let me walk. They're like, all right.
No, they didn't. They drove you.
Yeah. Okay. Dave, the one I'm talking. You know, there's 8 Daves, but
the one telepathically communicated to me. Go ahead. I'll know exactly the one you're talking about.
He told me him and me were at this. We were out until like 6 in the fucking morning. I'm wilding out. Cops show up to the spot, and he told me that the cops show up and he's outside and he's like, "Hey, he's a cool dude." Blah blah blah. I just let him do his thing. And the cop was talking to the other cop. He's like, Hey, Murphy, you see that? That's an Irishman.
Yo, you?
Yeah, just seeing me just like with my shirt off at 6 a.m. screaming and shit. That's an Irishman right there.
Did they grab you afterwards?
Yeah, they took me to the hospital.
Oh, shit.
They said, chill out, IV, I don't forget what they do. But fucking, they're like, all right, you're on time.
Did you have alcohol poisoning?
I mean, I had a lot.
Damn near it sounds
I had
like.
alcohol in me. Here's the thing. Alcohol poisoning, like, okay, for a dude like me, the way I drink, I probably on paper have had it, right? But I power through it. I wake up, I drink some water, I fucking move. You know what I mean?
I don't think you did, because I'm pretty sure if you have alcohol poisoning, it's like, you're fucked. Like, you need to get your shit pumped or something.
Maybe I'm just too big, and just, it takes an enormous amount to fucking, you know what I mean? Like I'm already passed out before I drink that much. Like that, dude. When I was a kid, I once chugged a bottle of Dewar's.
Rough.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. I woke up feeling like shit, but
I chugged it like within
a minute.
Like you killed the whole bottle.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you should be dead.
Yeah. I woke up. I was in my bed. I crawled to the back door, like the little screen or whatever.
Crawl to it, like fucking
I crawled to
Revenant crawl.
I felt. Yep, I was Metal Gear Solid on that day. I felt so much like shit. I'm like, I can't stand. I went to the back. I opened up the door, like a sliding door, and it was snow outside. I remember just like puking. But it was
I thought
like,
you were gonna say eating the snow.
Yeah,
because you couldn't get water or something like.
Yeah,
because the water was on the third shelf in the fridge and you couldn't reach it. And...
Yeah, that would have been the next move, right? But fucking, I threw up, but it was like a tiny amount of just like neon yellow bile, just a little bit. Like usually you throw up, your whole the faucet.
Well,
right?
It depends on what you eat, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that day and before.
Yeah, that was so, dude. I was dared to drink it, and my buddy from way back was egging me on. I'm like, all right, fucking. I've never done this before.
But that's there's not even a point to doing that though.
Yeah, but
it's just L's all around. It's like first of all, you don't get to enjoy the doers, right? Second of all, you just fucked yourself. Yeah. Third of all, you probably feel like shit instantly. Oh, yeah. Like
I had 5 minutes. I was like Super Mario. He's got 300 seconds to move. Yeah, I was just like, all right.
The fucking levels closing in behind you and shit, and that's life. As you're chugging it, and it gets closer and closer.
That was me. Like my teenage years, it was all about like how wild we could get. Like there was drinking competition. There was who could it was a thing. Like I could drink.
No, I mean we had drinking competitions too, but not fucking Dewar's bottles. Not anything liquor really. Like the craziest thing I guess that we did as kids or teenagers and shit was like we would play like Kings and we'd do like the King's Cup. That's a fuck up. Like if you ever had to drink that shit, that was fucked.
What's the King's Cup? Is it like a whole cup full of liquor?
Well, it's like everybody who's playing puts their a little bit of their drink into it. Okay. So it's literally just like a concoction of fucking poison. Oh, and whoever loses has to drink it. Yeah. It's fucking bad. It'll be like fucking beer, liquor, vodka, like a fucking whiskey, whatever. Juice, it's. I mean, that was bad. Like if you drank that, you were probably fucked for the rest of the night.
I made it.
But we would chug like 40s and shit. Yeah. Like. Have you ever chugged the 40, dude? That shit's a bitch.
Yeah, it's alright. Besides liquor, that that's just alright, fucking on paper I did it, but it's it's like it's a Pyrrhic victory, you know? I did what I would do fairly often. I could do like small bottles of wine, like a 750 milliliter. I could chug that. My big one was like the 1.5 liter boy, like the Sutter. Oh god. That shit was so fucking wild. I did that once, fucking woof. I made it, but fucking
I can't even imagine that. Like I can't Like I'm imagining myself as the most fucked I've ever been. Yeah. And it still doesn't even get that close. Yeah. I can't I'm sure at some point it just instantly hits you and you just pass the fuck out. You have to, or you just black out and you don't even know what the fuck is happening for maybe an hour tops, and then you probably drop somewhere.
Yeah, like it feels.
There's no way, dude.
Like it doesn't feel bad after. You're just kind of like, ooh.
Yeah.
But and you know you're fucked up. Like I remember when I drank that shit, I walked back into the pool hall, and my boy was there, and I like leaned over the table and grabbed him by the thing. And I was like,
We gotta go.
My guy's drank a lot. Fuck. He's like, hi man.
Damn. Rough.
Oh, dude. Teenage Dom was a fucking wild man. I don't miss it.
I don't know. I mean, I have never met you as a teenager, but
Yeah.
I'd say I caught the later
Yeah, you've seen
years
me. You see when I hit,
whatever that was.
I had this thought when I turned 18, right? I was sitting there. I used to like watch Adult Swim in like a fucking like a dressing robe with some whiskey. Like that's. I started boozing at 13. By 18, I thought I was a classic man, right? And then at some point around 18 or 19, I'm like, yeah, I need to slow down a little bit. So what you've seen so
And then you called that slowing down?
yeah, what you've seen.
What that was slowing down?
What you've seen, yeah, what you've seen.
I don't know about that.
No, but you know, you still fuck up. Yeah, you drink too much. You know what I mean? You still have your fuck ups. But like, what you
Every time?
What?
What do you mean?
I
How
be-
many fuck ups?
I be toting around this stat.
You do? Like, how many fuck ups?
For the longest time, I toted around this stat. I was like, yo, 95% of the time, I'm good. That other 5%, I'm not. And I
No,
realized
it's the opposite. It was
at
like...
some point, it was flipped. Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
it was like 1-to-1.
I feel like you started out trying to be a better person and you just ended up being a worse person.
Yeah.
Like, you were just like, yep, I'm just not going to drink as hard. And then you drank twice as hard. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck it. Once it's
weird-
in, it's in.
Well, it's a slippery slope because you're like, God, I can do it. And then you're like, yo, I'm feeling confident. I can put a few down.
I'm the same way, though. Like, I'll say I'm not going to drink, and then I'll just end up killing a whole fucking case of beer.
Yeah.
I'm literally the same way. This is why I try not to drink
Yeah.
that much anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I just got they just had a 12-pack of White Claws the other day.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I was like, I'm just going to go out for like an hour. I'm not going to drink like maybe 2 or 3. Bro, I didn't even bring that bitch home. No, I'm kidding. I brought like 2 home.
Nice.
Like, it was like a fucking Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with me, man?
Yeah.
I wake up fine nowadays, though. It's crazy, dude. I feel like my hangovers have, like, disappeared.
Yeah. I drank sake for a while and I never got a hangover.
I never understood the sake thing. Like,
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
I remember you drinking it, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, people literally, they hate it. Prepared sake is great. Like warm sake and
Yeah.
the thing. That's so good. I used to
Yeah.
do. I used to
You got to drink that stuff pretty quick, too.
I used to have
before
these
it fucking
little, I used to have
cools
these
down.
little dishes, and I would like hold them over a candle, like full of sake, and I sip it like a fucking champ. I'm like, all right, that shit's tasty as fuck.
Yeah. The only time I've had good sake was when I was at a hibachi place, and they had it on the menu. So, like, they brought it out in that little fucking...
A carafe.
Yeah. What is it called?
It's called a carafe.
A carafe. Yeah, that's what they brought it out, and then you got that little tiny little cup.
Yeah.
And then you would
Little
just
jar.
pour it off.
Yeah.
That shit was so good, man.
Yeah, I love sake. There's this cloudy sake. It's got like the rice in it still. That shit's actually tasty, but you don't heat that shit up. If you heat it up, it actually kind of makes it.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. Liquor-wise, I'm only just... Lately, I just been doing, like, rum mixed drinks. Because I don't like rum by itself, but I like mixing it with stuff.
Yeah.
And if I'm drinking shit straight, it's fucking scotch, whiskey.
Nice.
I'm in there.
I'm like, I quit as a drinker. Like, I didn't quit, but I just don't do it. Right? Like, I had that
You're
cigarette.
probably better off continuing.
Yeah. It's, yeah, it's just this thing now. Like, I had, you know what I mean? Like you said, when you say, hey, I'm not going to drink, then that's when you're like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's weird. I think a lot of things are like that. The second you put shackles on a thing, that's when it actually, you know what I mean? Like the other side of your brain.
It's the fact that you could say fuck it.
Yeah.
And when you say fuck it, I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's ever said fuck it and just not did something. Right? Because
Yeah.
as soon as you say fuck it, it's done. That's
Yeah.
it. Like,
Well-
whatever it was you were talking about, it's happening.
Yeah, one part of your brain is saying, nah, I don't, you know, I'm the one part of your brain wants to improve.
It's the human flaw, man.
Yeah, the other darker side of your brain is like, nah, let's just do it. You know?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's the one. There's definitely a side of your brain that's just. It should just be called fuck it, because it that's all it does is it just like, yep, fuck it.
Yeah.
like how many decisions have been made by just saying fuck it?
Yeah, it's because that side of your brain knows that it's all bullshit, right?
Yeah,
'Cause when
that's
you're
the
like-
real motherfucker. Like
I
that's the side of the brain we need to tap into all the time. You know how they say we can only control like 20% 2% of our
10%
fucking brain or some dumb shit. It's like a ridiculously low amount.
Yeah.
But
I think they said that's not true. That's something people said in the 90s.
I don't know.
But yeah.
Have we revisited that subject lately in the 20s or?
I've heard it recently, you know, like Neil deGrasse Tyson said it, you know what I mean?
So
Like,
not really credible, I'd say.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm sorry, he's a fucking astrophysicist. How is he talking about brains and shit?
Yeah,
Come on.
I guess
Not a fucking...
he talks to other people to talk about brains, you know what I mean?
Man,
Like
nah.
I love how Neil deGrasse Tyson.
As soon as you hit me with a Neil said it, I'ma just no.
Yeah, I mean the guy's, you know, what the fuck? What university did he go to? Cornell or some shit?
I
Like,
don't fucking know. I thought it was Harvard.
did he? Okay, he was. I think he was thinking about Cornell because Carl Sagan went there, and then he said, "Nah, I'm going to Harvard because it's." He actually did this thing where he was like, "Who's all the fucking smart people that like publish authors, all this shit, like in his field?" A lot of them came from Harvard, so he's like, "Okay, I should go there because there's only off chance there's one dude from Cornell. Like that's not a big thing, you know." But
He said fuck it and went to Harvard.
yeah, he was like, yeah. I don't know. Like, that's how, like, it bugs me when people talk about Obama and they're like, this dumb motherfucker, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, the dude went to Harvard and then he's taught at Harvard. You know what I mean? Like, he's taught, like, constitutional law. And I'm like, all right, call him what you want, but the guy's got something going. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he was at Harvard.
okay. Yeah. It's just, yeah, like, I hate people that, like, wave their degrees around, like, that, okay, I went to school and you didn't, it's a fucking thing, right? I just give it the respect it deserves. Okay, you went through all these courses, you learned this shit, like, you're not, you did something. You're not a fucking, you're not just shit in shoes, you know what I mean? You're, like, you got a fucking a brain going. I look at it that way. I'm like, all right, it ain't too crazy, you're not a fucking ivory tower god, but you're also not a fucking dope waiting for 59. You know what I mean? Like you're alright. You know. How about that fucking Twisted Tea from last week?
What? Are people still talking about that?
Remember we was in the store?
Oh yeah, when they were sold the fuck out.
Yeah,
dude, what a fucking like. I'm like that's got to be like a brilliant marketing ploy, dude. Like,
oh, the dude.
Can you imagine how many fucking beer companies are now gonna start like just giving out beers? Be like, yo, go smack somebody in the store.
There's gonna be a pound of beer show up.
It's just Heineken's just fucking being thrown everywhere.
That shit was so funny because like we've been amped off that video for a minute.
Yeah.
And then we're in the beer store. And we see the cans, and we're like, all right, that's funny.
That's fucking wild, dude. When that lady walked in and was like, you guys have Twisted Teas? Yeah. like instantly, as soon as she said it, I started laughing on the inside, right?
Yeah.
And then when the lady the store worker was like, no, we're all sold out, I just lost my shit, dude. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What the fuck?
She sounded like she was looking for a Nintendo for her kid. Like, hey, do you got those?
Yeah, you got that PS5?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah, it was very much like, there's this new product I heard of. I'm kind of out of my element. It's called Twisted Tea. Have you heard of it?
I mean, to be fair, like, it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Or what was it? Was it like New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Was it Eve or was it Eve?
It was Eve.
No, it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Wait, was it?
It's Thursday.
Yeah, something like that.
Definitely Eve.
Yeah, it was New Year's Eve.
Because it was packed.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it could be a coincidence. We gotta fucking hit that place up today and ask them if they got Twisted Tea.
See what they're doing. They had the cans. I wanted a can of Twisted Tea.
Dude, they were right there. There was two standing on the counter. Like somebody was about to square up, and then they were like, no. It's New Year's Eve. I'm not gonna get violent. And then they just put them down.
There was some in the fridge. They were right there. And I was, because that's what it was. They were sold out of cases, but they still have the cans. Yeah. And I'm just looking at the can like, all right, I can't walk around with this fucking thing.
Yeah, you fucking can.
No, you can, but like, someone else in line's gonna look at you and smile. And like, yeah, that thing, right? Like, yeah.
Listen, just as long as they don't get racist, man, it's all good.
Nah, I just felt like
everyone is safe.
I just felt like I didn't want the attention. You know what I mean? Like, you're just, you walk into a party with a shirt that's got words on it. Yeah. Like, oh, cool. And 5 seconds later, it's like, well, now I'm still standing there holding the can, like, you know what I mean? I still got the prop. It's like, yeah, I felt that way. I'm like, I can't buy this fucking shit.
We were talking about we said something, and the guy in front of us turned around and just started cracking up over the shit we said.
Did he?
I think I was like, "Why? Somebody tries to rob this place, we're good," or something.
Yeah.
Because we were there. There was 2 cans. Remember, they were standing right on the shelf,
Okay.
like just right there by the liquor.
Yeah.
And that was the way that the line was stretched
Oh, yeah,
out.
yeah,
And they were
yeah.
just standing there. It's like I'm telling you, a decision was made.
Yeah.
When those were put there, like they weren't just put there for just decoration.
Yeah.
Because they didn't belong there. And they were the exact fucking cans that homie got fucking slapped in the face with. It's like, I'm telling you, somebody either like put them there just in case they get robbed.
Yeah.
Or like somebody was like, should I get these?
think-
Tom's been acting like a real dickhead lately. Nah.
Yeah, like maybe.
Nah,
maybe
it's
save
New
the-
Year's Eve, man.
Yeah, maybe he saved someone's life.
Yeah.
A samurai sheathed his sword on the fucking vodka aisle.
But dude, that was weird.
Yeah.
That was super fucking weird.
That shit was so fun.
It's like incredible how meme culture can actually affect, I guess, like
Yeah.
markets and shit. Like that's so nuts.
Yeah.
Like how does that video going viral? Like I guarantee you, they were probably raking in dough, dude. Like for that whole, how long was it? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks that shit was popular.
Yeah. That shit's still. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's still kind of around, yeah. Well, I think this whole DC thing like ended up taking
Yeah.
over it, but
I remember
it's kind of still out there.
There was a Twisted Tea truck like heading into DC. There was a picture of it. And they're like, "Yep, they're sending in the National Guard."
That's amazing. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is weird how that's just market
See,
forces.
I mean, they just assembled a militia, dude. All you need is a bunch of Twisted Teas nowadays. You don't need need guns and muskets and pistols and bazookas.
I think one of the dudes that went to the fucking riot, he had one of those flak jackets on with you put the grenades in the front.
And he had Twisted Teas in
He
there.
had like 3 Twisted Tea pounders in his fucking vest.
Like, that's what I mean, dude. Those people are not serious. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like, they were definitely trolling or something.
They were just like, "Hey man, we don't want to get shot, but we're good." But Trump told us to fucking.
Yeah.
They're like people. We treat it like it's fun. Like we're laughing about it. You know, we don't take it that seriously. I mean, he's speaking to people, and there's a certain mind in the crowd that's like, "I have to save democracy." You know what I mean? Like, there's nutbags out here that will hear the right set of words and just. Oh, he activated me. I gotta move. You know what I mean?
Sleeper
like,
cells all over the place.
yeah. It's like, dude, don't fuck with people like that. You know what I mean? Just like, I don't know. I feel like, come on, man. Like with the Trump shit, it's just like, cool. Like I get his brand and his thing, and you know what I mean. Like I understand how he's built his appeal, and it's worked for him, right? On some level, you gotta drop the act. You know, you gotta drop the cake.
Yeah, no, this shit, like, I mean, whatever, right? Like, whether or not homie fucking lost the election because it was stolen or rigged, like, at some point, just fucking, like, how many more days do we have? Like, when are they set to transition? What, like, 5 days?
I think,
or like a day or two? Like, and my man is still like, no, I will not concede. Like, what, dude? Come on. Like, what do you mean? I will not. It's done. Like, it's done. Like, you lost, whether it be fair or not, right? And then your fucking lawyers couldn't do shit. Your own party's fucking denying your claims. Like, it's like, just give up. Like, just say fuck it. Like, right? Use that part of your brain, man. You know? He seems to be missing it. But also, he's fucking not, apparently, because he's using it 24/7 every time he fucking spews nonsense like that.
Yeah, he's got another 10 days in office. But
it's ridiculous to just watch him, like... I mean, I don't know. You could say he was somewhat respectable before this, but, like, honestly, like, for me, I'm like, okay, you lost. You tried, right? Like, this is because I'm not sitting here reading 20 billion fucking news headlines about who's denying him as who's approving it. Yeah. I'm seeing the bigger picture, right? I'm like, okay, dude fucking lost. He thinks there's fraud involved. He tried to fucking get the courts involved. He tried to bring it to whatever. It didn't fucking work. Give up. Like, just fucking concede. Like, that's it. You're done. Like, there's nothing else you can do. Yeah. So, like, why the fuck do you continue just bitching? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just it's done.
He's actually gonna, if history has taught us anything, he's gonna go right down to fucking January 20th.
Just run fucking in the next 4 years. Do it again. Yeah. Like, you still got 4 years, right?
Here's the thing. Yeah.
But, I mean, by the time, if that comes around, like, it was probably going to be all fucked anyway, so.
Here's the thing.
Makes sense, I guess.
He could have did that, right? He could have ran the election, lost, and said, "Hey, I'll see you in 4 years."
Yep.
Right? Or just said, "Hey, let's fucking run bullshit through the courts and blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And then after that, said, "Hey, you know what? There's no fucking us. I'll see you in 4. I'll be back in 4 years. Don't worry."
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah, he can't do that now because his credibility is so shot. Like, even people who were riding with him, even people who were reasonable Republicans that were voting for him still, now they're like, "Yo, this dude's he's attempting to fucking to start an insurrection with fucking swamp people." You know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking way. I mean, like, I don't mind those swamp people.
listen, they put the alligators on the table.
It's not that I don't want to beef with them. They're fine.
We got Cajun thanks to them. I mean, how could we survive without Cajun stuff?
Are they Cajun?
Yeah, it's like Cajuns from the South.
I thought Cajun was like a... Okay, I'm thinking
what were you thinking it was?
I'm thinking of Creole. My bad.
No.
The same geographic region. Yeah, same. It's in the South, right?
No, go on.
But, yeah.
Swamp people.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, dude, like...
Didn't that show get canceled because one of the dudes was, like, racist or something, too?
Yeah.
Like, they caught him, like, on fucking camera or some shit. He was, like, cursing at a black guy or
Duck
something.
Dynasty or something?
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's like,
It shit had, like, 18 billion seasons, and then the one time they caught homie in a Walmart waiting in a line too long, he started snapping on somebody.
Yeah.
They're like, that's it, you're canceled.
Yeah, it's like that Bill
Like,
Burr
what a
shit. Like, what did you
joke.
think he
Yeah,
thought?
like, what a joke.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like at some point, all that kayfabe bullshit that Trump be spitting, at some point you actually have to look at the like there's consequences to this shit, right? It's already been fucked up. You know what I mean?
I think it's fucking obnoxious. Like I said, to me, it's like he's kind of lost all credibility at this point. Like, it's ridiculous. It's just because he still hasn't officially fucking said he's done.
Yeah.
Like, he's still out there trying to do shit. It's like, dude, come on, just like, it is what it is. Like, just let it go.
I think recently they said that Pence is gonna kind of be transitioning. Pence is gonna go to the inauguration.
No, I think I read something. He said he's gonna peacefully fucking pass whatever the transition of power.
Yeah.
How fucking ridiculous does that sound too, bro? It sounds like they're trying to like awaken the Avatar or something, like the Last Airbender. They're like, we gotta transition to power.
Well, there is this. I mean, people are very. This country.
The legends speak.
This country
every
was
4 years.
This country was built on
one
lawyers,
man
right?
meets another in a white office.
Yeah.
They shake hands, and the other guy becomes super powerful.
I think the actual exchange of power happens 12 p.m. every 4 years, January 20th. Right, where they're just like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just like, all right, the second 12 p.m. hits, all right, now you're the guy.
You think they like they He-Man each other? They're like, I have the power. See, that's what I would do if I was fucking, if I was on the receiving end of the transition of power.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I would be like, yes.
Yeah.
And I'd like hold up the American flag or some shit.
They give you the Bible, you'd be like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, yep. That's funny. If I was being sworn in as president, I would get sworn in on a copy of Dune.
Yeah, you would too, right?
Yeah. I found out that, like, they always swear in on the Bible.
Like, you got to put your hand on the Dune book.
Yeah.
Are you going to do all the volumes or just the original?
Just the first one.
Just the original.
Okay. There'd be like a stack of Bibles, like the first 6 Dune books.
It's fucking all in order.
Yeah.
This is not a paid advertisement, I swear.
Yeah. But nah, like, I found out you can actually, it's funny, everyone swears in on the Bible, but you can actually get sworn in on anything you want. Like, if you wanted to get sworn in on Mad Magazine, you could. Like,
that's dope.
Isn't that weird? But, yeah, I mean, I think right now what's happening is Mike Pence is kind of like, Trump's kind of in power, but, like, there's so many people, like, his cabinet's like, hey, we're going to invoke the 25th Amendment if you start fucking around. You know what I mean? Like, they had that conversation. And then they've already... Congress drew up articles of impeachment. They're like, all right, we're impeaching you.
Too.
Yeah.
How they just, like, what, dude? Like, with 10 days, like, they're just going to be like, get him out of here. Like, god damn, dude.
The guy, like, the impeachment articles, they have to go through a committee before they go to the Senate floor.
Right.
And the guy that runs the committee is saying, we can just pass it through. We can go right to the floor. Like, which saves all this time and makes it actually feasible to do it within the next 10 days.
Damn. That fucking yo, if he gets impeached like
Yeah.
the last 10 days of his fucking presidency,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's the funniest shit I think I've ever heard in my life. Like that's like
Dude, it's so. I love this. I love Trump, dude.
That's
I
hilarious.
do, dude. He's come into office and he's stretched the bounds of fucking reason and democracy and all this shit. He's kicked he's been kicking tires for the last 4 years. He's just been like, does this shit work? Does that? Can I bet in this? Can I fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I love a guy like that. It's destructive and it's fucked up and like people died in Congress the other day. But like, I like the you know what I mean? Like, there's value to it. That a guy shows up and shows the whole country like, hey, don't keep the fucking jokers out of office because this shit'll happen. You know,
Yeah.
like the beauty of it, and this will never happen again. We won't see a Trump for a long time.
You think so? I think like I said before, I think this will create more room for fucking jokers to get into office. Like
Yeah.
like fucking Kanye's and the fucking the dickheads. Like I'm telling you, it's gonna get worse. Like because that shows you that if they can get into office, then literally fucking anybody can get into office. Like
Yeah, I think the madness
we
pendulum.
don't have fucking Jeffree Star as the fucking first lady.
yeah. That Kanye shit. Yeah, the madness pendulum is swung so far to one side that I think everyone's just gonna like it's gonna calm down and like at some point the pendulum has to stop swinging and come back the other direction.
Yeah.
And I feel like you know, definitely Democrats are gonna vote in bigger numbers now because they're like, this is madness, right? Democrats stay the fuck asleep, right? They just they don't come out. They still win national elections
Because they all have fucking dedicated nap time, dude.
yeah. Well, they're
They're all
just
fucking 70 plus.
yeah. But then look at what it was, dude. 69 million people came out for Obama. I think almost 80 million came out for Biden. Like that just shows you how fucking scared people are. Fucking.
Well, I think there was a lot of people that just flipped. I mean, but that's the only thing that would make sense.
Well, both
Like they didn't just find new fucking people. Like they were like, oh, why don't you come out and vote for us?
Well, no.
I guarantee you, it was just a bunch of people that flipped.
Well, no, because the totals on both sides were.
Because I guarantee you, there was people that are considered fucking Democrats that voted for Trump last
Well,
election.
well, I mean-
I guarantee you, they were like, fuck it. Literally, that's what this episode is called. It's called "Fuck It." That's what they said. They said, "Fuck it. Let's see what happens."
All right, let me insert some facts here. So,
How do you know though? But you don't know.
because you can Google the fucking voting total.
Yeah, but you don't know if that person normally votes
Okay.
fucking
Okay, you're right. Yeah,
Democrat
both guys-
and then they swap Republican
Okay, let me try to make one point.
or whatever.
Both sides had like record totals, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I understand that.
Yeah. So like, actually, Trump got more. Obama before this, Obama was the guy that had the most votes ever. Trump got more than Obama. Biden got even more, right? Yeah, sure. There's people who switched, right? That happens.
Yeah, I understand the numbers.
I'm
now,
just
but,
saying
like,
where all these people came from is that less than 50% of eligible voters in this country actually vote. The other half stay the fuck home. So what happened, what we know happened was everyone registered either for, you know what I mean, just to vote for Trump or to vote for Biden. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of people flopped, dude. I'm telling you. Like
Yeah,
that's one of the like they'd had to. They had to.
Well, Trump only got 63 million votes at first. He got that on the first election. Hillary got 65 million. Right? And now the totals, I think Trump got like 74 million and Biden got close to 80. So it's like...
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Trump got more votes than last time. You know what I mean? Like, he got...
Yeah, because he probably got a lot more fucking swamp people. You know
Yeah.
how they be.
Yeah, he got...
They don't need, you know... Yeah, I'm not even going to get into it. Like,
Yeah, no.
Whatever.
They got another... He got another 9 to 10 million people to come out. Reasonable...
If we have swamp people
Yeah.
listeners, that's my only concern here, right? Because
Oh,
we
yeah.
just... This whole episode has just been...
Swamp people know
We're
that...
sorry, swamp people. Listen.
Swamp people know that I have a love-hate relationship with them.
Yeah, it's today we don't like you because you rated
this
DC.
week, y'all
but
pushing your limits.
next week, when the next big thing happens, when aliens finally show up
Yeah.
for the mid-season finale,
Yeah.
we'll be brothers again,
Yeah, when the swamp people don't make
and I'll enjoy Cajun.
Yeah, on January 21st, if I don't see your ass in the fucking news, we're cool. Swamp
Oh
people.
yeah, it's probably gonna get even worse.
Yeah.
January 20th. Wait, is it 21st?
No, it's the 20th.
God damn it, dude. That's like so close to my birthday. Will I survive? Like, are we going to be alive? Will I be alive to practice, to like celebrate my birthday?
When's your birthday?
It's the 22nd.
Okay. No, it's happening on the 20th. So.
Yeah, but like the world could end.
You got 48 hours.
The world could end and I couldn't even turn, 28.
Yeah. Oh, you're turning 20 this year?
Yeah.
Check you out.
Yeah.
Young.
Yeah. I've been saying I'm 21 for the last fucking 7 years anyway, so it's all good. So I'll be 21 once again.
That's so funny. Yeah, on the 20th it happens, and that's what they're expecting. They're expecting this is the last hurrah. The swamp people are gonna come out and fucking swing.
God damn it, dude. We gotta think of like a fucking countermeasure or something, man.
You wanna go down there?
I gotta survive. I gotta fucking.
Oh, you got like a 48-hour counter on you. You got a bunk.
But like, cause I'm saying, if the world is over, man, how will I turn 28?
You gotta just play fucking zombies in this bitch. Just board up the windows.
Celebrate my birthday by hacking and shooting.
That's the mystery box.
Yep. Give me my ray gun.
Yeah, man. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't wait to see what they fucking do on Inauguration Day. You know? I hope they don't shoot people. Let me just make that clear.
Yeah, because I'm like, at this point, what the fuck? They may as well just come out with fucking grenade launchers, really. Like,
They might as well do the
that's the only thing that would get fucking attention at this rate.
They should do the inauguration, like, in the bunker, right? Like,
They should not do it in public anywhere.
yeah, because they do that in public, right? It's fucking... They already have security.
They should just live stream it, dude. Fuck it. Just live stream it. COVID. We got COVID. Live stream it.
Hope we're not giving people bad ideas.
Well,
I don't think it's anything...
Exhibit B.
I don't think it's anything these fucking people haven't already thought of.
Yeah.
You heard Parler got taken down off of fucking Google and they're thinking about taking it off of Apple.
Who?
Parler.
The fuck is that?
It's a social media network, and it's mainly like people on the people like Trump voters.
What?
Yeah. And
how do they know? Like, what, you just to join, you got to have proof that you voted for him? Like, you got to have your I voted for Trump sticker?
No, you can sign up. What happened was, around the time that Biden won the election, this new app showed up, Parler. And everybody migrated there. Like, all people on the right. I signed up for it. I looked at it. I swear to God, I didn't have to... For my first set of scroll posts, it was all like, we should murder this Democrat and that and the third. There's all this hate speech and it's all this like open sedition of just, we're going to kill people. We hate these people. You know, probably every word in the book, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And Google Play was like, they took them off this thing. They're like, yeah, fuck that app. And Apple kind of gave them a warning, like, you guys got to get your fucking shit together.
What was it, like a Discord for like Trump voters?
It's more like a Facebook for Trump voters.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of Karens, basically.
Yeah. It's
Jesus.
It's super Karen.
Thank God I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I signed up because I'm like, all right.
Let's see what the fucking hype's all about.
Yeah.
Let's see the boys mobilize and what are they going to do today?
I was on Parler now. And I took one look at it like, I said,
oh no. I mean, hey man, bad publicity is good publicity, I guess.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, no.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh cool. There's all these disgruntled, disenfranchised...
Well, man, it's like, let's cut out the parts where we fucking said anything alright about Trump and just put it in here and hope they don't listen to the whole fucking another hour after that where they just shit on him for the next fucking 3 episodes.
Just have to publish an edited copy for Parler and be like, we love Trump.
It's literally just us, just like stitches of like my voice and your voice is just Trump is phenomenal.
Yeah, like a Frankenstein.
But it's got to be like a bunch of words where they take it so it sounds awkward.
Yeah.
But like believable.
And every picture is us with Trump playing golf. That's it. Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, man. Shit's... I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's just... when I was in my 20s, I really cared about politics and the country and the world and all that shit, you know? And now, like... You know, I'm in my 30s and I'm like, I care about me, the shit around me, the people around. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a community dude now.
Yeah.
And I just think, fuck all this. Like, it's interesting, and I look at it, but like,
I mean, honestly, dude, like, until it hits your hometown, then it's like, what the fuck? It doesn't affect you. You know? Well, I mean, depending on how serious shit is, but.
Yeah, when riots were happening, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, dude, you want to meet the Pennsauken Bone Crusher? You can do it. You know what I mean? Like,
swing through, bro. I got a baseball bat and a hammer.
I still believe that, like,
and an axe out back.
Yeah, like, South Jersey and Philly are, like, my territories, right? Like, anywhere I've been, come step into there with some noise, the Dom will come up, right? But, like, outside of that, I'm kind of, like, my circle's shrinking as I get older, you know? Just don't give a fuck. I'm just like, yeah, I've been through it. I've seen the grift, right? On both sides of it. Now I'm like, fucking dude, yeah, let's go start a barbecue. You know what I mean? Just kind of, you know what I mean? You just give up. You're like, fuck. It's sort of inspiring seeing, like, young people on Twitter like, this all matters, like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, everything, like, words matter, fucking how you treat people, a microaggression matters, all this stuff. And it's just like, yeah, I get the fucking thing, you know? But I'm also like, I think young people are just stupid, you know? If you're not 25, your frontal lobes haven't fully developed yet.
They don't have the fuck it part of their brain unlocked yet.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah. I do believe, like, when I was young, I thought I remember, that 25-year-old thing with the parietal, your frontal lobes are finally in, right? I remember being 20 and like, fuck that, I don't need lobes. I know fucking everything. That was me at 20. Like, yeah. And then you actually get there, you're like, yeah, okay, I get it. Fuck.
I think people, like, I don't know. I can't say because I'm the same way. I'm fucking retard. But, like, I like to think I'm smarter than most fucking people my age. I would based on actions of others that we've recently seen, I would like to think so. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like the problem is a lot of people just have too much internet knowledge. Like, that's all it is. It's like they see something on a thread somewhere in Wikipedia, and then they're like, yeah, that's the way the world works. Like, it's like. I feel like people just don't go out. Like, people don't see how the real fucking world works. People just lock themselves in their fucking doors and in their houses behind closed doors, and they're like, this is how the world works. Yeah. Like, they're just seeing fucking news. It's like, anybody fucking looking at the news right now will be like, damn, America's fucked, right?
Yeah.
I mean, does it look like we're fucked, dude? Like, look at this window. Bright outside, there's fucking birds chirping. Yeah. We're great.
Yeah, if you live in Northeast Philly, like, it's fucking...
but then you turn on your TV and you're fucking in Wisconsin somewhere, and you're fucking, nope, end of the world. Walmart. Here we go, boys. Get your fucking shotguns.
Walmarts are burning down and shit. Yeah, it's like, dude, we have so much landmass in this country. Dude, just stay in your own time zone. You know what I mean? Just fucking don't worry about the one over. Like, they're so far away. We're technically one country, but we're realms apart from each other. There's so much...
Hours, I would say. Yeah.
No, it's just like, how long would it take to get to Cali from here, like, by drive? You know what I mean? It's so far beyond, any reasonable measure. You can get there quick on a plane.
Yeah.
But, like, it just doesn't fucking... It shouldn't matter to you, you know? Yeah. Oh, man, fucking... Here's the thing. The fact that all that, all these people with all this internet knowledge, all that bullshit, right? It doesn't matter. The fact that it came from the internet isn't the problem. It's just that it's all bullshit, right? Like, most of it is, right? Like, the internet has true things on it. You just gotta know where to find it.
Yeah.
These people are like...
That's what I mean. It's like you see a fucking article from The Onion and you just... That literally the most clickbaity shit. Like, that's it! End of democracy, boys! Let's fucking march!
Well, that's a whole other thing.
Really? Like...
That's the fucked up thing about internet is that satire is so great as a genre.
Yeah.
So people are like, there's satire everywhere. And if you don't know what satire is, because there's people like that, they just think, oh, that's a real thing.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe the other issue is that, like, people are always, like, people low-key want the worst to happen. Right? Like, because those fucking preppers, the fucking dudes that are like, oh, I'm gonna fucking go out and fucking smash zombie apocalypse dudes and shit. Like,
We might know a guy.
yeah, might know a couple. But like, dude, it's like, come on, man. Like, really, it's like, but there's so many. What I mean is, there's so many people that are ready for the apocalypse.
Yeah.
But people are just like, that's it. One fucking day, the rain doesn't fall, the sun doesn't come out. That's it. I'm fucking going out. I'm shooting motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, or I'm hiding in my bunker. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, dude.
I love the idea of a dude coming out in this fucking, his power.
The forecast said it was gonna rain. It's fucking sunny out here.
Like his power went
Marge,
off. So,
get the shotgun.
like his power went off, so like the clock on his oven's wrong. And he's just like, it's still dark. Oh, the world's done. Yeah. Comes out guns blazing because of the fucking oven. Yeah, it is this weird thing because like I'm at a point in life where I'm like, I look at the world around.
At the same time, though, I'm like, shit, man. Maybe I should have fucking a plan, right? I mean, I kind of have like a contingency, right? But
couple of my uncles, they have shit like that. They got fucking like they already bought.
But that's like, see, when you start doing that shit,
Yeah,
right? That's
it's
when you're
weird.
like deep. That's because now you're expecting that to happen.
Yeah.
You're doing it because you genuinely think that something bad is going to happen and you're going to need to defend yourself and survive.
Yeah.
That's when you're in that mindset, dude. That's when you start being paranoid, and that's when you start fucking freaking out over shit like that, man.
Yeah, that's
like
when-
you can't do that.
That's when you invite actual calamity into your personal
Exactly.
life. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, during the Cold War, everyone built a bunker, right? That was the thing.
Yeah.
Y2K, people bought like tons of food. Like I know people that got Y2K food sitting around because it's still canned and it's still there, right?
Yeah.
So there's that shit, and it's just like I think it becomes an industry after a while, right? They're like, let's just
I mean, those bunker building companies got to make money somehow, dude. Like,
yeah, dude, let's can.
it's
food.
not just Home Depot fucking selling that shit.
Yeah, we could just can food and sell it to lunatics, and just all the while being like, yeah, dude, you gotta get it today.
Dude, we should have. No, wait. We should have just went to DC and sold fucking cans there. Like, the
Yeah.
end of the world, the apocalypse is coming.
Sale
We're
ends.
dressed up as fucking swamp people and.
Sale ends January 19th. Fucking come get it. World ends next day.
2 for
dickhead.
$5. We got
Yeah.
tuna. We got fucking. like canned potatoes.
It's just weird though. Like you're right. People want to see this whole fucking world collapse, and I'm like, dude, this world ain't perfect, but like I kind of like it's the best thing we've done so far,
Yeah.
right? And I'm just like, let's fix it on the fucking. Let's just it's intact, right? Like it's not. Don't really need to break it. It's cool. Yeah, sure. There's plenty of things we can fix, right? But like I was saying on the Discord the other day, it's like in a span of 6 years, you can fucking get everybody out of office. Every fucking mayor, every governor, house. Senators do 6-year terms. They're the longest people, right?
Yeah.
In the span of 6 years, if you really give a fuck, you can do political action and get the shit done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you really give a shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like this fantasy shit of like, oh, dude, we're gonna just fucking fight zombies or something's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Not gonna lie, I kind of want that though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just somewhere in the right behind the fuck it part of my brain. It's like, man,
When
let's do it.
When I was a kid,
Let's do it. Let's just do it. Come on.
When I was a kid,
Any day now.
I used to have this fantasy of running through the jungles of Africa with 2 Uzis and hunting like lions and panthers and shit.
What the fuck?
That was like what got my dick hard back in the day. I was
Being
like,
Rambo, like
just being like,
you had a Sylvester Stallone.
just like
poster
that
on your
dude.
wall,
Who's that dude from Rick and Morty? Fucking Jaguar. Yeah, just being that. Yeah, so I get it. Like I got that.
Oh, so when you saw that episode, you felt right at home. You're like, damn.
Yeah, I had that spirit. Every dude has like violence in their minds, right? Like that's fine. Fucking yeah. So I get that.
You know what they need to do? No, they need to like. Here's the fucking solution. Okay,
Yeah.
hurry up and make virtual a reality, right? Whoever the fuck is listening, just do that shit. So that way, like, motherfuckers can just take the fucking day off, go do that. Go in their fucking post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
See how that shit is. And then come back into the real world and be fucking fine. Because, like, we have shit like that, right? We have, like, stress management and shit like that. But that's like a psychological thing, right? Like, you need something to stimulate that part, I guess. And then you just, boom, just get that shit out of your... It's fucking Saturday, right? You could go axe throwing, right? Like... let me just hop into a VR booth, right? And then it's boom, it's the Trump fucking re-election year.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, better yet, stay in there. If you can't handle reality, dude,
yeah.
The Naruto, I got the moon's eye plan for you. Just sit in fucking VR and watch the fucking bullshit.
I mean, hey, they'd be like, that would be their perfect place. So, I mean, dude, this is some Black Mirror shit, to be honest with you. But, like, it needs to, like, that shit, like, really, I think that's one of the only solutions. At this point, because it's like, what else can we do?
I think suicide rates would go down real far if people could just lock into an immersive VR because they're just sick of life. Cool, man. I'm gonna go write my own program and fucking do my thing. Like,
that would be really fucking cool, actually.
It would be super cool. It'd be hard to manage, dude. I'd be coming out like a month later, like, oh, gotta get that fuck.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a limit to it.
We would hate doing the podcast because we'd be like looking at each other. I'm trying to get back to fucking big
like,
titty Asian hookers. You're trying
Dude,
to
I got a zombie infestation to clear on South Street. Like, come on, bro. Shit, fucking, are you done talking?
That shit's so funny. God, that's the shit I do want to see, though.
On that note, man.
Oh, fuck, we got a big list.
You got a list? Go ahead, rapid fire me. Let's go.
All right.
Because I'm done. It's 1:30.
Nashville blew up the other day. That was crazy.
Who, Nashville?
Nashville.
Dog, that was fucking Christmas Day.
Yeah. Okay. Old list.
The other day, yeah.
I'm at the top of the list. It's old.
Go ahead, keep going.
I'm going to start a cult. I'll tell you more about that.
Start a cult? All right, keep that one for the next.
All right. There's dudes making bags.
This is a spoiler. This is like on the next episode.
Oh, yeah. Next episode of
FMIB.
There's dudes making... there's a dude who makes handbags out of the spines of dead children.
That's not legal.
They're ethically sourced. They're already dead by the time.
How many years? Is there like a time sticker on that? They're like, you got to be deceased for 5+ years. You got to decompose.
There's this tribe he goes to. They keep the remains of these kids. You know what I mean?
So he's got to deal with them.
And he just trades. He's just like,
what?
The handle is a human child's spine.
What?
And the bag itself is made out of alligator.
That shit got to be more expensive than Louis, right?
I would think so.
That's like.
Yeah.
That shit would probably cost you a grip.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll save the rest for later. The Colt's cool though. You're
the Colt, all right. I'm pretty sure you already colted, but
no, I enjoyed the idea of a Colt. Right?
Oh, now you've actually got fucking like sub points.
I was laying in bed the other day, and I'm like, now I have to start a Colt. Well, we'll catch you episode 50.
Episode 50.
Yeah.